In this video, we explore the Lost Coast BDR-X Section 4. Please enjoy my take on visual storytelling. Okay, so what I thought I would do this morning, it's about, let's see, what time is it? Let's just check. It's, I figure it's about 9, so it's about 9:13 or so in the morning, and here at the end of March, and it's supposed to, the forecast is cloudy for most of the day, I think. But I think we're gonna be okay. I don't think we're gonna get any rain or anything, but so what I thought I'd do is just kind of give you a quick buzz around through Blue Lake real quick and point out some of the things that I really like, restaurants and that kind of thing. The brewery here is really good, Mad River Brewery. And yeah, then we'll head up out on the route, Section 4. And we'll start today's adventure. Been looking forward to this. So those of you that follow the channel, the last video I put out was Section 3, and you come down through these mountains over here, actually come in this way behind us, and then end up in Blue Lake. But as you know, I ran into a closed road. There was a culvert failure. Anyway, this is the brewery. I was 10 miles away from getting to this spot for dinner. So this is the Mad River Brewery and tap room. They got really good food here. So I'm guessing that most people, when they come in, they'll probably stay over at the casino. But this is definitely something you want to check out. It's a local brewer. They've been in business for a long time. Us locals live over in Eureka and over on the coast. It's always fogged in over there. Something fierce. We call this sunny Blue Lake because 9 times out of 10 it's pretty sunny over here. It's nice. It's really warm. They've got a place called the Loggers Bar. When I was in college going to HSU, Humboldt State University, we used to come over here sometimes and do the late night studying, you know. A lot of old Victorian homes in here. Pretty small little town. I forget the population. I'll have to look that up for you. It's the fire department. I've never been inside this church. This is an old Catholic church. A lot of these old Catholic churches are really beautiful inside. So the casino's just down the road to my left. We're going to go to the right. We are now officially on the BDRX. Section 4.
So as you work your way out of Blue Lake, the road is actually really fantastic. It's twisty, it's turny, it's just, well, let me show you. Thanks for riding along.
There's a bunch of elk. Look at this, guys. The Roosevelt elk. Bunch of cows. Okay. Whew. Just wanted to stop here for a second. Get a little cup of coffee, maybe. Well, maybe I'll get the coffee. I'll stop a little further up the road and get a view, but definitely you want to make sure you take this road that takes you to Highway 299 from here. It's really important to have your GPS tracks going, because there's a lot of times, like the sign that's over there is all shot up. You might not see it. It says Highway 299 or Shower Pass this way. If you go Shower Pass, man, that's a long way around. That's kind of where we were on Section 3. So, what do you think so far, man? Crazy, right? I mean, we've seen turkey, we've seen wild elk, or Roseville elk and wild turkeys, and yeah, this is turned out to be a pretty good day. Hope this thing's still working. You never know with the GoPro. All right, let's continue on, and then I'll pull over somewhere with a view. I don't know if you caught it through the trees there, but it's really socked in lower on, over in the ocean where in Eureka. Hard to see, everything's all foggy in there. But it looks like a big blanket. It's kind of pretty too. So let's go take a coffee break somewhere. You can see the ocean. I don't know how well this picks it up, but if you look over there, you got the fog, and then beyond the fog, there's that darker blue, and then it turns to the light blue sky. That's the Pacific Ocean. Man, that's pretty. I'm gonna stop here for a second and get some coffee, warm up just a little bit. Ugh.
Now, I don't know about you, but when was the last time you had a coffee break with a view like this? Just saying. Just saying.
Okay. So we are right about here on the map, and we're just gonna see how far we can get. I'm a little curious as to how long this section is going to take, because section 4 is kind of long on the map, and your choices for camping are kind of limited. Hotels are okay on, but there is a spot that I can show you that I think you're gonna like. So let's head on down the road, continue our adventure. I'm all coffeeed up. Man, that is beautiful. That is really pretty. All right, let's go. Yeah. I'm almost positive that view was in the movie that they did. Okay, so far so good. Popping up here at Lord Ellis Summit. You can see the sign over there. Elevation 2,000 and something feet. We've just come out. We're tying in here on Highway 299. And we're going to turn east, following our GPS tracks for the route. Now it's only taken me, we left about 9:30ish, something like that, from after we took a few pictures and drove around Blue Lake. And it's only a little after 10 right now, so it's not going to take very long to get to this point. And I think time management is going to be important on this section, because if you want to stop and look at some stuff, especially a little further up the route, you're real close to Redwood National. Well, you end up in Redwood National Park, but you're really close to a lot of things there that you can look and stop and look at and take some time. And I think time management is going to be something to consider on this section. So, all right, with that said, let's go and see how long it takes to actually get to those cool places. Redwood Valley, that's where we're headed. Watch this traffic right here.
So after you turn off of Highway 299, the road just is a nice, steady decline, a couple thousand feet over time to get down to the bottom of Redwood Valley.
Go this way. Just gotta double check here. Need to get a bar mount for this. Boy, how's this for some switchbacks? This is nice. Yeah.
This one goes out to my friend Forrest, who works out there in the forest. Oh, and you're feeling like it's hard, life done got you down, when you just can't seem to smile, 'cause it's easier just to frown. When you got a case of them blues, here's what you gotta do. You just head on over to northbound and let me take you someplace new. All right, buddy. Come on over to northbound, leave your troubles far behind. Yeah, come on over to northbound, I'll help your troubled brain unwind. Take me northbound, let me take you northbound. Take me northbound, let me take you northbound. You know when I take you northbound, them mean city blues just can't be found.
Looks like it's gonna open up here. Yeah, that's pretty. Turning out to be a pretty nice day. There's some bigger trees now. Okay, Lax Creek area. Okay, so let's stop for a second. So the route continues to the right, but for those of you that are camping, there's limited camping along the way. And if you make a left right here on this Lax Creek management area, and we're going to go down here, it's just a little, it's like a couple miles down the road. It's not far off the route. There's an area there that's managed by the Bureau of Land Management, and there's free camping, dispersed camping. Yeah, so there's several sites. It's first come, first serve kind of a thing. So well, let's just ride in there and I'll show you what it's about. That's what this whole video is about, so you can plan your trip. And yeah, so now here's the thing though, time management. Depending on which way you're doing the route, I think they designed it, most people are going to stay at that hotel if they're going the way it's designed from north to south. They're going to stay at that hotel in Blue Lake. So if you're going to camp up this way, I mean, it's not even 11 o'clock yet from when we left there. So you're going to have to think about that and plan it. But we're going to go up here. We'll check it out. If it works for you and the timing of your trip, have at it. It's a pretty neat place. There we go. Oh, it's a lot closer than I thought. It's not even, probably a mile, not even. Okay. Let's see here. Welcome to Lac Creek Management Area. Lax Creek. Overnight camping is allowed at designated sites only. Okay. So we're here. There's roads that go that way, and that way. And along each of those roads, it'll take you down. There's different campsites along the way. So all right, changing up here. Different type of soil, I expect. More serpentine, looks like. We got pine trees now. Oh, there's a nice madrone. There's another one in front of us. Little guns, though. And now we got incense cedars. So we went from redwood trees on the coast, mixed them up with Douglas fir trees. Now we're on the other side. It looks like we got knobcomb pine, looks like. I'm not sure what this other one is. Yeah, a lot of cedar over here. We'll stop and talk about trees here in a little bit. I like talking trees. There's lots of different ones around here, so. That looked like a sugar pine. Yeah, that was. Sugar pines have the largest cones out of all the pines. Ooh, this road's a little rutted, you gotta pay attention. Ponderosa pine. Oh, here we go.
So one of the things I absolutely love about my 411 Himalayan is you can put it in second gear and tractor up just about anything.
All right. Well, I just stopped to change the batteries, get the camera all set up to go so that we are good to go once we get into Redwood National Park, which, according to the GPS, is not too far. So, Bald Hills Road should be coming up very soon. I took off my winter gloves, get my summer gloves on. Okay. How are we enjoying the trip so far? I'm enjoying the trip a lot. This has been a fun road. Been a little challenging, not too bad actually. It's been pretty easy. It's a little rocky. Every once in a while you get into some like deep gravel or a lot of potholes, so you got to pay attention, but it's totally doable. All right. 25, 30 miles an hour most of this road. So plan on that. But it's not about speed anyway, is it? We go far, not fast. We just left the Hoopa Reservation. It's about a half mile back or so. And like I said, that road's running a little bit right there. We shouldn't be too much further and we'll get on the pavement. Okay, and I believe this is Bald Hills Road, which means Redwood National State Parks is not too far. This, my friends, this view right here, that never gets old. This is one of my favorite rides right here. This is the Bald Hills Road. We're now entering Redwood National State Parks. Yeah, doesn't get much better than this. I'm gonna shut up, let you enjoy this, see how it goes. Thanks for riding along. Well, you can sure tell where the park is and where it's private. All this lush green on this side of the canyon and all the patchwork and logging on the other side is private. Of course, to be fair, a lot of people don't realize that Redwood National Park is roughly it's roughly 100,000 acres in size. What a lot of people don't realize is that about half of it's been logged in the past, before it became a national park. So a lot of restoration work going on up here too. One of the many layers to this area. Ah, what a day.
sun cracks open, brand new sky. I've tapped on my gear, it's time to ride. Steel and spirit meet the road. Every mile another story told. The engine hum, the wind in my face. The world fades away without a trace. And I'm free, chasing down my dreams. No map can hold what I'm after. No line can cage this view. I bathe myself in the silence. From city rush to mountain view, I just wanna ride into the blue, where the world feels wide and new. More alive each breath I take, every trail a choice I make. Mountains rise and rivers bend, and I'm feeling alive again. Yeah, I was born to wander through, to ride into the blue. The forest whispers, the mountains roar. Each horizon pulls me more. Dust and daylight on my skin. The open road becomes my friend. The dust kicks up behind my wheels. This moment's all I need to feel. I don't need more than this to know I'm exactly where I'm meant to go. The past fades out in the mirror. The road ahead feels new. I bathe myself in the silence. From city rush to mountain view, I just wanna ride into the blue, where the world feels wide and new. More alive each breath I take, every trail a choice I make. Mountains rise and rivers bend, and I'm feeling alive again. Yeah, I was born to wander through, to ride into the blue. No cage, no clock, no chain on me. Just sky in motion endlessly. If freedom's just a state of mind, then my friend, I've crossed that line. I just wanna ride into the blue, where the world feels wide and new. More alive each breath I take, every trail a choice I make. Through mountain highs and valleys low, where eagles cry and rivers flow. Yeah, I was born to wander through, to ride into the blue.
Alright, so this Redwood Creek overlook, got a little tiny sign, but this is worth the stop right here.
Now, when you get to this point in the ride, I would highly encourage you to stop at the Redwood Creek overlook. It's a nice little spot, checks a lot of the boxes. It's got a bathroom, it's got great views, it's got picnic tables, you know, places for lunch and that kind of a thing. But what really makes it cool is that they have these interpretive signs that when you go and stand in front of them and read them, then you look up and the pictures match what is there now or what used to be. So it's a pretty neat spot, and yeah, I just highly recommend it.
Safe travels. Couple of guys from Denmark. Had a nice chat with them. They're came out of San Francisco. They came up here. Now they're going over to Sequoia National Park, and I guess they're going to do a big loop and hit a bunch of national parks along the way. That's pretty cool. I'd rather do it from a motorcycle, but I'm beat. First of all, thanks for riding along with me. Second of all, I think I'm going to call it quits for today. I'm at the Visitor Center just south of the town of Orick at Redwood National State Parks. I've been here before. I've got lots of videos covering this if you want to check out some of my other videos. But the thing is like I said, time management, I think, for this section of the route is going to be pretty important. So from this point on, you know, you can continue down the highway. It's going to, you know, you'll make more time, but if you want to stop and really look at some of these things along the way, I think it's going to take you at least 2 days to do this section. So yeah, so if you go north of Orick, there's some hotels there. There's some campsites. If you plan ahead, you can camp here. You just have to reserve your campsite ahead of time, and there's ways to do that online. Other than that, you can just bomb down to Eureka, which is about 40 miles south of us, and there's lots of hotel rooms there and stuff. But I don't know, if you're doing the route, and especially if you're coming from out of the area, you know, take your time, go slow. You know, look at some of the area. You know, check out some of the sites that are here, like Redwood National Park. You know, just my advice. Take it what you will. But I've had a great time. I'm going to wrap this video up, and we'll go with part 2 coming soon.